April 14th. It's Easter weekend, Saturday. So these are my trades from Thursday. Friday was a holiday. Market was closed. I think I got too much sun that day. Today as well. AKTX, Akari Therapeutics. This was my short swing from Tuesday. Got in here at this 1770s, I believe, right below this low here, 1777. So I think I got in at 1775. Uh, just a small position, and then got in some more when I saw this pullback here. And I believe my average was 1759, so pretty good. I was happy with this trade. It's starting to move sideways. This can break down really if it wants, but it can also explode back up. They got some phase 2 results coming out, I think next week or the week after. So you know what, it was moving sideways. I had good profits. So, I'm just gonna get out of this one, and just I'm happy with it. I'm all right with that. I'll take it. I could have held on to a small position, but it's not really worth it considering I gotta pay for these to hold hard to buy stocks overnight. So if it's just gonna move sideways for a few days, I don't want to eat up my profits from commissions and ECN fees and fees for buying hard to buy stocks. It just doesn't make sense. I have some profits. I'm just going to take it, especially now since I'm trying to build my account up to something half decent. And compounding seems to be the common theme lately. The more I research, it's just that's the thing. You want to be successful, compound. So that's what I'm going to do. If I got some profits, especially right now, I just don't want cut my losses short. Take what profits I can. Have some targets set. I had some. My target was obviously down here at 12. If it's just losing momentum now. This sideways action just kind of. I didn't like it. It's got a bad feeling, and I'm gonna trust my gut here and just say, what, just take my position out and take my money and run. Wait for the next setup. ALSK. So this was on my breakout list. Possibly a little late to the party. Looks like it had some big volume on the previous days. And didn't really hold up as I would have liked it to. But we'll see what happens come Monday. If this thing can keep going, I'll be alright. If it shows any sign of weakness, I'm gonna be out right away. My stop is below the low on Wednesday. So, I got some room, but I just, it didn't hold. If it held at least halfway above, closer to its high, then I'd be okay with it. But it's just showing weakness. This it's not something that I'm interested in. But like I said, come Monday, if this thing explodes up some more, I'll hold it. Let it go sideways for a bit, maybe even add to it, because it doesn't look like it has been sideways for a while. So who knows? Communication services sector. Um, the markets aren't exactly helping either. A lot of choppy sideways action in the markets. So they say the best thing to do is be in cash. So I don't have anything really on my breakout breakdown list. I've really defined a lot more my scans that I'm using. They were a little broader before. I've tightened them up a lot. Where before I had sometimes a few hundred charts to go through every night, looking for these setups, and I've just tightened it a lot to where my scans are only going to give. I only find one perfect setup or one semi-perfect setup, then I'm alright with that. I think I got 23 charts for my breakout scan, and one really that just met my criteria. Good volume, closed near the highs. It doesn't have a lot of green days in a row. It's somewhat linear, so so it doesn't look bad. It's kind of in an uptrend here, so things are looking good. Hopefully this thing continues up. Maybe get some sideways action. Hopefully this thing can explode up to like 11, 12. That way I have a bit of a cushion, then go sideways for, maybe a few days, then back up again. See how that goes. Not much of my anticipation. Like I said, with the market conditions right now, it's hard to be, especially the breakouts, they don't work as well. And my bread and butter, these 5 to 10 day 100% movers, 100% plus. Nothing happened here that really caught my eye. These two, nothing. TGC, this one was already on the scanner during the week. But I was waiting for this one to actually... But I would have liked this one to close near the high and then get in, day 3, day 4 kind of thing. I don't really like the second day reversal. Especially, being under $1. My broker doesn't actually let me short anything under $1, which is probably a good thing anyway, so... But if this thing can extend back up, blow through this this high here, this 155, maybe hit 250 for no reason whatsoever, just something stupid, pump and dump, whatever it is. Go sideways for a day or two. I'd be looking to short that. AKTX. Yeah, we already talked about this one. Close my position. This thing I think can still drop a lot more. I think this thing can fill the gap at 12. I don't think I'm gonna get back in it though. My trade is already done and over with. I waited patiently and caught some decent profits. If it goes down, I see some really good momentum. I might take maybe a small position and see what happens. But other than that, I think I'll stay out of this one. Yeah, see how next week goes. This is a good week. I had a good week this week. Especially this weekend, I actually got Mark Minervini's new book. I don't have it with me. I can't remember the name of it. It is, bear with me 1 second. It's actually a really, really good book so far, especially if you are more of a swing style trader, momentum trader. It's got a lot of really good stuff. I highly recommend it if you do some kind of, Zanger, Minervini kind of style. It's think and trade like a champion. About halfway through it so far, and it's got some really good stuff that I can relate to too, especially where I am in my trading. There's a lot of things I can relate to that he really expands upon, especially with volume. Volume is probably the weakest part of my trading. It's something that I don't pay attention to enough, especially like I had one trade this week. I don't remember who it was. It's not important anyway, but there was no NTZ, I think that's what it was. Yeah, it was this one. No volume. And I blew through my my stop loss, and I was not able to get out. There was no buyers. So something that's important. Obviously, he says it time and time again in his book. Volume is important. It's something to look at. So that's something I need to pay attention more. And hopefully, I can take a lot from this book and apply it to my trading and move forward. Looking forward to it. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your Easter weekend. Be safe.